Buying safe and affordable property overseas can be quite challenging, especially during these times where investors keep experiencing unexpected challenges such as inflation, global stock market collapse, external threats, corruption, and many more. But still, there are many options where you can live comfortably on a budget. Here are 10 cheapest and safest places to live in the world. These countries are ranked according to their sources in the Global Peace Index, which is based on 23 distinctive indicators like political stability, crime, external threats, human well being, etc. Apart from this, all of these countries have one thing in common: they are relatively cheaper to buy property when compared to other safe countries. Let's have a look. Number 10. Italy. Purchasing property in Italy is a good investment for a number of reasons. Firstly, Italy's transaction costs are lower compared to other European countries such as Spain or Portugal. Currently, the interest rate on properties is still at historic lows, which makes purchasing a property a very good investment. Secondly, purchasing a property in Italy is a good investment if you plan on renting it, thereby generating passive income. Cities like Florence, Rome, and other historic cities in Italy are very popular with tourists, and many cities are also witnessing urban development and thus attracting new residents. Thirdly, the Italian government has introduced new policies regarding tax deductions and state incentives. About 2 years ago, the country was ranked as one of the cheapest for real estate investment in all of the Europe. The main reason being its €1 house scheme. To have the possibility of buying a €1 house in Italy, an agreement is needed between the Italian government and our own government. The general rule is that if an Italian can buy a house in our country, we too can buy a house in Italy. At number 9, we have Romania. Romania is a very safe country as it ranks 31st in the Global Peace Index. Romania continues to defy economic expectations, with the European nation enjoying significant growth in various sectors of its economy over the past 20 years. One of the strongest economic sectors in the Romania is in real estate. Both commercial and residential properties are increasing in value throughout the country, with the capital city of Bucharest being home to significant investment opportunities. Number 8. Spain. Low crime rates and a large community of British expats make Spain a generally very safe country to purchase a property in. It ranks 29th on the Global Peace Index, and with a sense of community within both the Spanish and expat communities, you are never far from a friendly face and a natural neighborhood-watch sense of spirit. There are not many special conditions or paperwork for foreigners who want to purchase a property in Spain. It is actually quite a simple process. Spain is a very experienced country in the real estate market, as being one of the most attractive countries for foreign buyers. Number 7. Mauritius. Mauritius is the most safest country in Africa, with its Global Peace Index ranking at 28th. Though most of the people who buy property here are retirees, and they usually opt for expensive luxury estates. Mauritius is an ideal place for investment, mainly in real estate if we talk about. It is possible for foreigners to buy a property in full ownership. Expats has several advantages made possible by the systems set up by Mauritius government, such as property development scheme or the smart city scheme, or more recently the R+2, which means buying in a building with at least 2 floors. Taxation is more lenient than in France. There is a council tax, property tax, inheritance tax, or capital gains tax. Finally, personal and rental income is taxed at a flat rate of 15%. Mauritius also offers a stable political and economic framework and allows for a property purchase with a high rental return. Number 6. Bulgaria. This beautiful country in Eastern Europe is often overlooked by travelers, but it has stunning mountains, historic cities and towns, hearty food and drinks, cheap shopping and living expenses, and super friendly locals. Bulgaria is one of the safest and cheapest places to live in the world, especially in Europe. Europe can be quite expensive, but everything in Bulgaria is affordable. The capital city is a great place to start, and there are lots of fun things to do in Sofia. After getting to know the capital, venture out to continue exploring this amazing country by doing a work exchange program in Bulgaria, and you can buy property with it. Number 5. Slovakia. Investment property in Slovakia is becoming very popular with well-informed property investors as it offers excellent returns coupled with low risk. Not only in Slovakia, investment property giving great returns, this trend looks set to continue for many years to come. From the point of view of investing in Slovakian property, it guarantees EU legal rights to all of its investors. There are no restrictions on buying property in Slovakia for EU citizens when purchasing commercial and residential property. The real estate market is open and it does not discriminate with even non-EU citizens. Number 4. Malaysia. Malaysia is ranked as the 18th safest country in the world and the 3rd safest country in Asia, just below Singapore and Japan. If you are someone looking to buy property overseas, Malaysia is one of the best places to consider. Its property ownership regulations are quite favorable towards foreign investors, and in addition, it's such a lovely country. It has great local cuisine, lush natural landscapes, and high quality of life for a lower cost. On top of the fact that the Malaysian government recently reduced the minimum price threshold for foreign property purchasers. Number 3. Croatia. If you are planning to buy property in Croatia, then it is certainly going to be one of the best decisions of your life, as the country has immense potential for real estate investment in the form of luxury seafront villas, old stone houses, country homes, and sea view apartments. These real estates offer an excellent return on investment with steady appreciation and good rental value. One of the main arguments in favor of buying property in Croatia: a close proximity to Central Europe, an excellent climate and ecology. Also, in Croatia, there is no property tax. All duties to the national and governments are paid once when registering the purchase. Number 2. Slovenia. Slovenia is a small and diverse country but still offers a lot of real estate and land for sale. If you are one of those who wish to buy a house or apartment to live in a safe country, Slovenia is the right place for you. Secondly, Slovenia has an advantageous geographic position. Investors in Slovenia property are currently enjoying capital gains of up to 30% per annum, and this growth looks set to continue. In the next decade, capital growth was forecast at 278% by Property Specialist Program, A Place in the Sun, which has increased interest from property investors around the world. At number 1, we have Portugal. When it comes to buying property, retiring, or even moving, Portugal always gets a mention, perhaps more than any other country in the world. It ranks as the 6th safest country and offers lots of area where property is affordable. But keep in mind, its major cities like Lisbon and Porto, as well as coastal cities and the Algarve, are very expensive right now. Nonetheless, it's a vast country and its median prices are still lower than most of the countries in European Union. On top of all, this country offers 2 great archipelagos, Madeira and Azores, both of which are safe and affordable in terms of investment. Moreover, it's also relatively easy to move to Portugal with its retirement and non lucrative visas offering the lowest requirements in Europe.